Ladies and gentlemen, you welcoming each and every one of you to my birthday interview week. It's been extraordinary so far. On Sunday on my birthday, we had Gabriel Hart, known as the Video God, who does videos for everybody from Gucci Man to Jeezy. He even did the video for Lil Duval and Snoop Dogg for Smile. And then Monday, we came in with Mindset Monday with Coach Evans Davis from Alcorn State University. And then Tuesday, we brought you the voiceover specialist, Mel Morgan. That brings us to today, World Changers Wednesday. And you know who I am. I'm Derrick Hayes. I go by the name of the Entertainer. Follow me on all social media platforms and even on Cash App. Today, we have a social activist. She's so big time in the activism that I put activist on my tie. I made a tie and I had to make it fly. And her name is Ardre Orie. Ardre, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm super blessed. I'm super blessed. The more you're blessed, the less you're stressed.
I agree.
And you can find her on her website. I am Ardre Orie. It's a blessing to have you today because sometimes when you get ready to interview somebody, you get ideas and these thoughts come to your head. And with everything that's going on in America right now, with people arguing over races and people arguing over fighting over money, people losing jobs in the country. Sometimes people think everything's negative going on, but there's still blessings out there. And so out this theme, My Country Tis of Thee, that song came in my mind. And then I used my creative spirit to speak these words through the song, but with your name and your purpose at heart. And it just said, my, Ardre Orie. Sweet lady that we see. Pure joy she brings. Can make it if we try. She teaches Black men to write from every mountainside. Let her work rain. So I just want to share that with you because you inspired me. And you what America needs right now. You what the world needs right now.
Oh, thank you.
So through your name, yes. Through your name, Ardre, we're gonna interview you.
Thank you.
No problem. Hey, my slogan is: in order to get a blessing, you have to be a blessing.
I agree.
The A is for activist. Now tell us, when did you realize you were an activist, or were you ever even trying to be an activist?
No, I wasn't trying to be an activist. And honestly, the first time that I associated that word with my name was the article that you wrote. That was very recent. And it made me kind of, really analyze what I had been doing. And I realized that really, it was activism all along, but I had never characterized it that way.
Wow, that's powerful because, that's powerful to say that I wrote it. And that's powerful because I received that from reading your information, because a lot of times that, they say if you build it, they will come. Mm-hmm. So I started a blog 10 years ago called Today's Honoree.
Yes.
With my friend LJ Holloway. She's running for Congress in Florida. And we just wanted to honor people because it's people that you pass every day that are really superstars. Mm. And so when I saw your information, I said, hey, and I saw you doing the Zoom conference for, when they putting the foot on our necks. Yeah. And I saw the power in what you were doing. And so I said, she's an activist. And so that's an honor to be connected to you like that in a different way.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that.
The R is for reach. Now, I know you're a humble person, but people need to know, what skills do you bring to the table, that allow you to reach the audience that you're trying to reach?
Sure. I am certainly an advocate these days of encouraging people to speak very candidly about what they do and what they're good at, because if the world, if you're not able to articulate your purpose to the world, then people aren't able to find you. So what I do and how I reach people is through writing, and through storytelling and helping people to reveal their truths and helping them to chronicle their stories. But that reach has taken me to heights such that my clientele includes VH1, MTV, WeTV, Centric, Oxygen. We have clients in the NFL, the NBA, and Grammy Award winning clients. And then we have a host of, entrepreneurs and everyday heroes, people like, myself. And so that reach, there is not a limit to the reach. I think it's continuing to grow. And, we just really want to see people who have an opportunity to speak their truths and do it in a way that's unapologetically. And then when it comes back to the whole, activism piece, I'm really right now big on making sure that we have a seat at a table that we have created, because far too often, there are stories that are written about us, but they're not written by us. And so that's very concerning to me. I want to make sure that we are responsible for documenting our stories now more than ever. So that is the reach.
Hey, that's powerful, because what you said in a nutshell, I'm going to sum up what you said for. There might be some people out there that don't get what you're saying. But if they look at the word raw, right? Mm-hmm. Raw breakdown means read and write. Mm-hmm. If you got raw skills, if you can read and write, you can tell your story. Okay. You can get out here and reach people. The D is for dare. Now, I want you to dare some people out here to do something. What do you want to dare them to do right now that they can get the most out of their life? Because I believe that, like, how they used to say truth or dare?
Yes.
I believe that if you take a dare, you're going to find out and live your truth. Mm-hmm. So coming from, you just said WeTV, VH1, you're doing work with the NFL, the different leagues out here, celebrities all over across the board. You already know what it takes. Mm-hmm. Dare right now. Give them a dare. Someday, and I want them to follow up with you to say, hey, you dare me to do this.
Yes.
And this is the end result.
I dare people every day. If you follow me on social media at all, I'm issuing dares every day. I dare you to speak your truth. I dare you to tell the chapter that you are most afraid of revealing to the world, because that is exactly where your purpose lies. So a lot of times, even if you've come to the point that you want to tell your story, you resolve to tell the story you want to tell, but you need to dig deep and figure out, what is the story that I'm afraid to tell? What is the story that I'm not comfortable speaking about? Because that is the gold mine. That is where, the essence of you being able to help other people lies. That is where the essence of you being able to be financially free as a result of using your words lies. And so there's so much in that. So I dare you to write the chapter that you're most afraid of writing.
All right. The R is for race. Why is racial justice important to you? You still there? Let's see if she come back. Birthday interview week is World Changers Wednesday. We're online with social activist Ardre Orie. Hopefully she'll chime back in. Her website is iamardreorie.com. So far, we talked about her activism. We talked about her reaching out, and she just dared everybody to tell their truth, to reveal that chapter in their life so that they can make a difference. When she comes back on, we're going to talk about why racial justice is important to her. When we have a pause, everybody follow me on all social media platforms and even on Cash App. It's real important, because in order to get a blessing, you have to be a blessing. Like we said, it's the birthday interview week. World Changes Wednesday. Go by the name of the Entertainer. You listening to the social activist, Ardre Orie. And her website is IamArdreOrie.com. We're going to give her another minute to see if she can come back on. But tomorrow, on Thursday, the birthday interview week continues. And I have my friend Andre Lee, who's the co-founder of My Career Life. I went to school with him at Tennessee State University, a great friend of mine. Me and him have spoken a lot of different cities, to schools, colleges. He's the one that I started it out with. And also, we started what's called the Wall of Excellence Scholarship and Development Fund on the campus of Tennessee State University. And to this day, we helped raise over $1 million. So join me on Thursday for Andre Lee. And then on Friday, we have filmmaker Jared Dunbar. He's done a lot of videos, a lot of films, and there's going to be a surprise who he tells you that he works with on a daily basis. So keep tuning in to this birthday interview week. Today we had World Changer Wednesday. Follow me at Entertainer. Even on Cash App, we had social activist Ardre Orie.
I'm back.
And she's back. See, I told you, you never give up in life. I was just giving them the commercial.
Oh,
so
good.
Follow her on her website, Ardre Orie, IamArdreOrie.com.
Yes,
and we are
hard to get back. So we're on R.
And we are R. See,
okay.
No, hey, this is how things work. They need to hear about. They need to hear about what's going on tomorrow anyway, and what's going on Friday. We on the other R. We're on why is racial justice important to you?
Yes. So, right now, we are at a time where history is being written. We have the opportunity to write our own history, and we have the opportunity to document history so that the generations that come behind us have an accurate depiction of what is happening now. That is very important because in prior years, we have been fed our history. Many people believe that history began, our history began with slaves and enslavement, and that is not the case at all. So it's important that we deal with race. It is important that we speak to the truth as far as what we are experiencing. It's important that we acknowledge the unjust things that are happening in our society and that we not sweep them under the rug and pretend that they're not happening. So in my mind, race is everything. I am an advocate of people. I love people in general, but I know right now that there is a house that is on fire, and that house that is on fire belongs to us. And so we want to make sure that we do what we can to not only put the fire out, but to ignite sparks for change and for hope so that this world can be a better place. There is not a culture or a part of the world that does not benefit from the efforts of African American people. And so it is, evident that not only do we deserve to be respected, we deserve to be honored, we deserve to be cherished for all of our contributions. And so we have to continue to put that at the forefront and make that a part of our agenda. So race is very important.
And the last thing is equality. What is it? Expound on, I know you touched on a little bit, but sometimes we had to give it to them 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, the 1, 2 combination. Equality, whether we're talking about equality for, for women, equality for Black and brown people, equality for children, equality for men, everyone, it is our birthright to be treated equally. I think that we talk about equality as if it is a gift and someone has the right to bestow it upon us. That is not what equality is. We all have the right to be treated equally as human beings. And so we recognize now in this country, and we cannot deny it, that that has not been happening. And again, I'm speaking about the burning house. That has not been the case. So I am always
always a person who strives to be the equalizer. You know, I will come into any situation and analyze it and see who it is that is not being treated in a just way. And I want to advocate because I just believe that it's our birthright. So E is for equality, but we all deserve to be treated equally.
Hey, I appreciate that. Before we go, Miss Arie, is there anything else that you like to leave us with, or anything that we forgot about, or any projects coming up that you like to share about?
Sure. The first thing is that everybody should be writing a book right now. If you are working or if you are quarantined or no matter what is happening in your life, you have been provided access to a different structure for your time. And so, you know, a lot of people say, I don't have time to write a book, but now you most certainly do. And so we're seeing a huge surge in our clientele and people that are writing books. But I also want to encourage you that there is content all around you. There are stories right now that need to be told. And, you know, this is a great time to take advantage of it. I don't think that we always realize how lucrative writing a book can be. For me, writing one book turned into a 7-figure career. And that was just me taking a leap of faith and writing about that chapter that I mentioned that no one wanted or I didn't want to talk about. And that helped me to open many other business ventures. And so I think that a lot of times we're looking for our purpose, we're looking for how we can change our lives, and we don't recognize that our specific stories are right there available to us. So I encourage you to tell your story, tell a story. It can be information based, it can be personal, it can be even someone else's story, but I encourage you to tell a story. It will change your life.
Well, I'm glad it's day. I'm glad it's night, because you just gave us a pip. She turned her pain into possibilities.
Yes,
Hey, she said, right, it don't matter about your story. There's other stories out there. Pull out your pen. And she said she did it once and you could do it again. She didn't say
absolutely.
4 figures. She didn't say, like, remember when LeBron went to the Heat? She didn't say 5 figures. She didn't say 6 figures. She said 7 figure
Possible.
career.
It's possible
Facts.
for
Facts.
all of us. Hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to leave them with?
That's it. Yeah, I just want everybody to tell their stories. You know, we've created 13th and Joan Publishing House as a home for our stories, as a safe haven. You know, instead of authors having to worry about being selected or their stories being turned away. Like we had a gentleman, a Black father. He was told that there was no market for his story. He wanted to write about being a Black father. And he was, you know, given that rejection letter and told that there is no market for it. No one wants to hear stories about Black fathers, but we need them. We know how important they are. So for me, it's just been about creating something that we don't have to be turned away from, creating something that we don't have to apologize or water down what it is that, you know, is real, our narrative. So I just encourage everybody, you know, find us. We're 13th and Joan at all social media, as well as our website. And we have some amazing stories that are in the making and that are coming out and being released. So I encourage you to support our authors, purchase their books, and come on over and write your own. It's necessary.
Check out Ardre Orie on IamArdreOrie.com and also 13thandjoan.com on the website and all social media. Like I tell you, I bring you the biggest names in the game. It's birthday interview week, World Changers Wednesday. We have brought you the social activist, Ardre Orie. Check her out on the website once again. I go by the name of the Entertainer. Follow me on all social media platforms and even on Cash App. And when they ask you, who did the Hayes man interview today, just say, my, Ardre Orie. Sweet lady, that we see. Pure joy she brings. You can make it if you try. She teaches Black men to write from every mountainside. I bless you. I thank you. And I pray that your work rings. Because when people see what you say and they see what you do, that may be the only school that they ever see. Keep working, keep dreaming, keep living. And until next time, I thank each and every one of you for your time.